Hello everyone. So today we are going to study how to give internal assessment for Ab Initio. I hope this video can also help you to understand not only for Ab Initio but SL and general oral interaction. So basically what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to describe an image for 1 to 2 minutes. That's the first part of internal assessment. And later the second part that comes is the interaction between the examiner and the student. So in this part, first of all, an image will be given to you. We are talking about the first part out of the five five different themes. So this year for 2021, you will be given images from different five themes, and you are supposed to select the image, any one image. You will get 15 minutes of preparation time, and you are supposed to give the oral assessment that will last from 7 to 10 minutes. As I have mentioned, the first part is from 1 to 2 minutes, in which the examiner will not interrupt you. It's your responsibility to at least give presentation for 2 minutes. So how do we start? We will discuss in detail in this video. And apart from that, we will discuss few examples of different themes, different stimulus, visual stimulus. And the second part, in the examiner, like you have selected an image from identities, and in identities there are 3 or 4 chapters like comida, food, your family, your friends, presenting about yourself. That's also written in panorama. Panorama is panohablante one. And if the image is about food, the examiner in the second part can ask you about your family, their physical description, characteristics, personality, and a lot of things. So in the second part, the theme selected by you is identities, and the examiner will ask you questions based on that particular theme only, but from different chapters, and also whatever you have spoken. Okay, and in the last part, that is the third part. So it comes that the duration of the third part is also from 3 to 4 minutes, and the examiner may ask questions from other 4 themes. The main objective is that in the last part, the examiner has to cover all other themes. So let us check about description of an image for the oral interaction. I'm going to give the title Describir una imagen. This is just an idea from my point of view. Every teacher has different points of view explaining, and students can also describe the image in different ways. This is just an idea. It's not the fixed rule that you are supposed to describe in this way. Okay, so the first part that I suggest to my students is this. Uh, Identificar los elementos en la imagen. Means identify different elements, subject or object that you can see in the image. Okay, second part comes to know what is the theme of the image, what is the image about, de qué se trata la imagen, or maybe the theme. In this case, you need to tell what is the theme of the image, what is the image about, or what is the theme of the image, right? Okay. In the third part, it comes what are these elements doing? What is happening in the image? ¿Qué está pasando en la imagen? ¿O qué hace la gente? If there are people, what they are doing? What is happening in the image? If there is any live element, What are the people doing? You need to check that and explain here. What do people do? And the last part, that is dar opinion personal, giving personal opinion. Okay, let's see how it works. So we will use few sentences. Okay, so we will use few sentences. Identificar los elementos. So how can we identify? En la imagen hay. In the image there is or there are. I means there is or there are. En la imagen. En la imagen. Not el imagen. Yo veo. In the image I can see. So whatever the things are there, you just explain or mention. En la imagen o en la foto. No, en la imagen o la foto tiene. The image or the photo has and different elements or objects that you can see. Let's check. Okay, so this is just the one way of identifying the elements. And now, ¿de qué se trata la imagen? What is the image about? La imagen es sobre. The image is about. And then you mention what's the objective of the image. La imagen muestra. The image shows. Or el tema de la imagen es. The topic of the image is. Whatever it's, you can mention. Whatever it is. Okay. So this is the second part. Now the third part is the examples can be la imagen es sobre. Let me write few examples. Una familia, los amigos, las personas, and also the most important point in ab initio is always identify the cultural element. Always try to identify the cultural element in the image that we will discuss later. So it can be there is a person who is singing a song in a bar, and there is a dance exposition going on of flamenco dance, tango dance, and if you can see food like paella, tacos from Mexican food, right? And you can relate with that it's from Mexico. And you can also see gazpacho, that typical Spanish drink. So this is a cultural element. If there is, you can see Spanish flag or Mexican flag or from other countries, that is from South America. This is the thing that we need to see, that we will discuss later on. Okay, then coming to the next part, that is ¿qué está pasando en la imagen? What is happening in the image? ¿Qué hace la gente? What are the people doing? So you can use two tenses here, that is present continuous tense or present indefinite tense. So how do we form present continuous tense? We form with estar conjugado en presente más gerundio. It's like in English, like I'm talking, I'm speaking, I'm dancing. So the conjugation of estar is yo estoy, tú estás, él está, estamos, estáis, está. And how do we form gerundio? We form gerundio by, if the verb is ending on AR, regular verbs. changes to ando. Er changes to yendo. Ir changes to yendo. Por ejemplo, hablar will change to hablando. Aprender will change to aprendiendo. Escribir changes to escribiendo. Okay, let's take an example. I am writing, or people are dancing in the image. People are dancing. And there is a common error that most of the time Spanish students do is they say las gentes están. It's incorrect. We always use la gente. It means the people. It's singular in Spanish. So la gente, it's a third person singular. So I will use está. And what are they doing? The verb to dance is bailar. As it ends with AR, I will change the last word with ando, bailando. So, or we can also convert it into present tense. La gente baila. The people dance. Okay. So this was the third part. And giving your personal opinion. And how can we give our personal opinion? Using these sentences. En mi opinión, in my opinion, yo pienso que, I think that, yo creo que, I believe that. Okay. Or desde mi punto de vista, from my point of view, según mi punto de vista, according to my point of view, me parece que, it seems to be that, según lo que veo, as I can see, or from what I can see, and then you give your personal opinion. So it can be your opinion about the image. What is your image? If the food is about Spanish food, after you have identified the first part, the different elements in the image, and what is the image about, what's happening in the image, and you give your personal opinion. So I think you can easily speak about for 2 minutes without any problem. I hope it's clear to everyone. Okay, so we will take few examples of images and let's see how can we involve these things. I hope it's clear to everyone. If you want, you can take the screenshot of this part. I will also in the YouTube video on the description part, you can check the link of all the resources. You need not to write, just focus on the class. So I'm going to share my screen to share another image with you. Okay, so let me share one image from the topic, the food. I hope you can see the image. It's clear to everyone. So giving you 30 seconds, just have a look and check what are the different elements that you can see. So in this way, you are supposed to practice and it will be very much beneficial for you for the final orals or final internal assessment. So as I mentioned, let us start the description of the image using all the 4 parts that I mentioned. So you will get 15 minutes of time to preparation, and in this time you can only write 10 bullet points. We will focus in the next part how to write 10 bullet points, but for the practice you write the complete presentation of whatever you can see in the image. Okay, in detail writing part that you will do at your home for practicing. Okay, so en la imagen yo veo diferente tipo de comida. I can see different types of food. Hay diferentes colores porque hay mucha variedad de alimentos. There are different colors because there is a variety of elements. Also use, por ejemplo, a la izquierda de la imagen yo puedo ver. So you use these types of words, a la izquierda de la imagen, to the left side of the image, a la derecha, en el centro. What are the different things you can see? A la izquierda de la imagen yo puedo ver que hay chile dulce del color rojo, hay, hay pepino cortado en pequeños trozos o piezas. This was about the left part. Now, a la derecha. A la derecha de la imagen puedo ver que hay un plato del color azul y en el plato hay lechuga. Hay un utensilio. The meaning of the above sentence written above is, to the right of the image I can see a blue plate, and the blue plate there is lettuce. Hay un utensilio del color negro, and if you are not sure what is it about, you can say yo pienso que en este utensilio, this utensil, just in case you are not sure about what is it, the name of the utensil. En este utensilio hay cereal. En el centro de la imagen hay lechuga, abajo hay tomates, hay una salsa para poner en las verduras. También use connectors also. También hay un hombre y a la derecha de la mano del hombre hay aguacate y creo que es una herramienta para cortar. If you don't know that it's a knife, you can say es una herramienta para cortar. Okay, so you can also say se llama cuchillo. Okay, and this element that you can see is a dressing, right? So you can say en el centro hay aderezo, that is called the dressing. So how, even if you have spoken this thing in detail, you can easily reach 2 minutes, but we need to specify different things. I'm just writing the whole presentation so that you are aware of that. Now the second part, what is the image about? So for this you need to have a very good command over the vocabulary. So second part comes, la imagen es sobre la comida. Okay, the image is about hay comida sana en la imagen, or you can also say hay comida saludable. Hay variedad, perdón, hay variedad de la comida. See, and what the man is about to take. So this is about second part, identify the theme or what is the image about. Now let's come to the third part. So the third part is what is happening in the image or what is going to happen. Okay, let's check the third part. So that's the second part. That's the first part and the third part. What's happening? The man is cutting, mixing. Creo que hay dos personas a la derecha, to the right. Un hombre is cutting lettuce, está cortando la lechuga y a la izquierda de la imagen otra persona está cortando chile dulce. Okay, so they are cutting. What is going to happen? They are going to prepare salad. So give your opinion. Pienso que ellos están preparando una ensalada porque hay aderezo también. There is dressing also. They are preparing, or you can also say ellos van a preparar la ensalada. O ellos preparan la ensalada. Right? And you can also tell if you have time, less than 2 minutes, you can also mention giving your personal opinion. You, in my opinion, just give what is the importance of salad, what are its benefits. Opinion, creo que ellos, creo que la ensalada es muy buena para la salud. Es la comida sana. And you can also give your opinion. What do you think? Do you like salad or you don't like?
So in this way, we have explained the image in detail and in 2 minutes easily following the 4 steps. Repeating again, the first step was identifying the elements. Second step, what is the image about? Third step, what's happening in the image? And fourth step, giving your personal opinion. I will just change the color, giving your personal opinion, right? I hope it's clear to everyone. Now comes the most important part, that is intentionally adding the cultural element. 5 star. It's very, very important. So you can say anything about Spanish culture, Latin American countries, anything. So let's say, even if you cannot think of, just you can invent at that time. Like, pienso que, because you are not sure, pienso que, creo que, a la gente, a los españoles les gusta mucha ensalada. Creo que ellos comen la comida muy sana. Just one sentence, it's more than enough. At least, it should be there. So that's the fifth and most important part, the cultural element. Give any example. También conozco algunos platos típicos de España que incluyen la ensalada. Or you can also say, la ensalada es el primer plato normalmente en los restaurantes. It's the first dish on the starters people like to eat salad. o no hay ninguna comida, o normalmente o la mayoría de veces la ensalada siempre es acompañada con la comida. Podemos hacer variedad de ensalada, ensalada de fruta, ensalada de verduras, muchas cosas. So there are different things that you can mention and adding into the cultural element. So if you explain any image in these ways, in these 5 points, it will be wonderful. So that's about first 2 minutes. Now, next part, the examiner will ask you questions about the other themes. No, sorry, the same theme, but different types of topics related to your family, friends, anything that you can check in Panorama Hispanohablante. Gracias. So I'm sharing another image, for example. Okay, you can see this is another image from one of the themes. Okay, so let's see. Starting from the very first point, identify the elements. En la imagen yo veo que hay dos personas, un hombre y una mujer. Ellos tienen la bicicleta, están en un lugar donde no hay mucha gente. They are on the place where there are not many people, right? Creo que es un desierto. I think it's a desert. Now try to see what is the climate. Is it hot? Is it cold? En el fondo, in the background, hay algunas montañas. There are some mountains, right? And now you can also start with the y el color de la imagen es marrón porque es el color del desierto o la tierra. And you can also see some white elements, isn't it? También hay algo blanco. So it can be salt or it can be snow because it's very cold, but check what kind of clothes are they wearing. Creo que es sal o creo que es la nieve. Pero cuando veo la ropa del hombre y la mujer, me parece que hace calor. It seems that it's very hot. ¿Por qué? Porque ellos llevan la ropa corta, or there is another possibility that they are wearing short clothes because they are doing some exercise, cycling. Por otro lado, using connector, pienso que, so I've also included pienso que hace frío, pero llevan la ropa corta porque están en la bicicleta. So I have also included a little bit of second part. So now we can also give the physical description. Let's zoom. I'm going to zoom the image. Just have a look and you can see quickly. Okay, I hope it's clear. I'll just put the image like this so it's clearly visible to everyone. Perfect. So let's start the physical description. It comes in the first 2 minutes, in the first point. Okay. So ambas personas llevan cascos. La mujer lleva un casco means helmet, del color amarillo o verde, y el hombre lleva un casco color blanco. So what do you think? Are they young? Are they old? Ambas personas, both the persons, parecen jóvenes. El hombre lleva una camiseta con mangas cortas del color gris. La mujer también lleva la blusa del color, creo que es gris oscuro, dark green. El hombre lleva los pantalones del cortos del color marrón o es parecido al, al color marrón, similar to brown color. Y la mujer lleva something purple color. It's not much clear to me, but you can say lleva uh, alguna prenda del color morado. Ok, y ellos también llevan unos zapatos deportivos, sport shoes. ¿Por qué? Porque están en la bicicleta. Aparte de esto, en la imagen hay algunas piedras muy grandes. ¿Sí? And what is the climate? What do you think? We have already mentioned. En el fondo, you can just check the shadows. You can to mention what is the time of the you. I think it's midday because the shadows are not that long. So in the background, en el fondo, la tierra es de color marrón oscuro y creo que I think that es el mediodía. ¿Por qué? Porque si yo veo las sombras, las sombras no son muy largas y hay mucha luz en la imagen. There is a lot of light. So that's the second part. Coming to the see, we can describe a lot of things. Even in the first part, we have described a lot of things, isn't it? Okay. So I'm going to erase it, writing the second part. So in the second part, let's see what we can write here. Okay. Second part, ¿qué está haciendo la gente? En la foto, el hombre y la mujer están haciendo una actividad de tiempo libre. ¿No? Están en la bicicleta, están paseando dentro del desierto. You can also say it's an easy activity or difficult activity. Es una actividad un poco difícil porque están en un desierto y montar la bicicleta es un poco difícil. Okay, so what are they doing? We have already identified. La chica parece contenta, alegre, feliz, happy. ¿Por qué? Porque ella tiene una linda sonrisa. She has a wonderful smile. El hombre, no puedo ver, I cannot see la cara del hombre porque está mirando por otro lado. Yo creo que, you can just crack joke also. Little bit. Yo creo que el hombre está preocupado como él va a cruzar este desierto. See? Just little bit. How is he going to cross this desert? O está relajando o está descansando. So this is the second part of the image. Third part. What is the image about? La imagen o el tema de la imagen es el tiempo libre y el tema es, and you can mention what is the topic of the image. Okay, el tema es experiencia. We have 5 themes, right? You can mention one of the 5 themes. Okay, it's very important that you should identify properly what is the theme of the image. Es experiencias. ¿Por qué? Porque están en un desierto y es una experiencia. También, you can also mention that they are in the vacation. También pienso que están de las vacaciones y están disfrutando la naturaleza. They are enjoying the nature. O están paseando. So they are just having good time. Están disfrutando, están paseando, están en la bicicleta, o using estar plus gerundio. And now you can give your opinion. Mi opinión, montar la bicicleta es una actividad muy interesante, es una actividad muy buena para la salud. This is a wonderful activity for health. And you can give your opinion. Pero, y a mí también me gusta. You also like. Or you can say, pero no me gusta esta actividad. ¿Por qué? Porque me canso rápido. I easily get tired. Sin embargo, me gustan otras actividades. Otras actividades. Por ejemplo, en mi tiempo libre me gusta hablar con mis amigos. No me gustan los deportes. Yo chateo. Uso internet. Veo películas. ¿Sí? Me gusta pasear al perro. Paso el tiempo con mi familia. So we are linking with other topics also, right? Free time, leisure time activities. Now let's add the fifth and the most important part, the cultural element. So you might have studied in the book Panorama Hispano-Hablante. What do you think? Can you relate with some country? I think it seems that this is Desierto de Atacama. Pienso que las personas están en el desierto de Atacama, que está in, and you can mention in which country it is. So do you remember? Think about it. Revise the textbook Panorama Hispano Hablante. It has all the, how you say, all the things about Hispanic culture, and you can also check different touristic places, different festivals of Hispanic countries, including Spain, of course, typical food, typical what are their types of wearing, their dresses, how do they spend their time, what is the type of food they eat, what are their ingredients, maybe 2 or 3 recipes. It will be good for you. Okay. So coming to, where is this desert? Any idea, anyone? So this desert is in Chile. Atacama, que está, sorry, not esta, que está en Chile. If you cannot remember this desert where is it actually located, you can also another different cultural activity. Pienso que a los hispanos les gusta hacer diferentes actividades. Una de esta actividad que aparece en la imagen es el tiempo, es montar la bicicleta. También, y que no sé, también pienso que ellos se preocupan, they worried about their health, that's why they always work out. Ellos se preocupan mucho para su salud, para la salud, y por eso ellos hacen estas actividades para estar en la forma. Right? So these are different ways of writing the, sorry, the describing the image. Now let's check how can we write the bullet points. So I hope everyone knows that we can write around at maximum 10 bullet points. Okay, let's check. Bullet points. So I will write lugar, elementos, in the first part. Elementos, hombre. What are the different elements? Hombre, mujer, okay. Bicicleta, desierto, desert, right? What are the things? Okay, that is the first part. Second part is what are they doing? ¿Qué es tema, the topic of the image? Actividades de tiempo libre. And you can mention different activities: montar la bicicleta, viajar, pasear, ver películas, películas, hablar con los amigos. Third part, what is happening in the image? What are the different verbs you can use? Pasear, ver, descansar, disfrutar, they're enjoying, right? Relajar, relajar, hacer una actividad para perder, para gastar calorías, to burn the calories, o para adelgazar. And you can also mention the first part on the bullet points: descripción física de las personas, llevar, tener, ser. We use this verb, right? In the fifth point, you can also mention that was opinion personal. En mi opinión, these type of sentences. Oh, yo pienso que, creo que, right? Creo que. And in the sixth part, cultural element. What is the cultural element you can write? That can be like a los hispanos hacen diferentes actividades para estar en la forma. And other part I can write the connectors. Sin embargo, además, también, y, pero, aunque, and important verbs I am going to use: ser, tener, These are the important ones because for the physical description, tener, llevar verb comes, and for the personality, their state of mind, estar, and for their personality, ser, right? Pensar, and in the ninth point, you can use different tenses: presente, pretérito, indefinido, futuro, that you have to use, right? Pretérito perfecto. So this is my way of writing. And the 10th point, maybe you can write some rules like más verbo, querer, más verbo, poder, más verbo, debería, verbo, like the use of verbs, right? So these are the 10 bullet points. And this way, if you are going to read, the examiner will deduct your marks. Don't actually read. So in this way, I should suggest that start practicing using using different images that are in the link that I have shared with you and in the your textbook Panorama Hispanohablante. You can just write and write. It will give you an idea how to give the presentation. The more you write, the more you can speak. Okay, I hope this video is helpful to you. If you like the video, give thumbs up, give comments, and don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you very much and wish you a wonderful day. And my best wishes for internal assessment. Good luck. See you all. Adios. Hasta luego.